Hello everybody, my name is Mike from m.a.d Gaming and welcome back to reading your comments. I know it's been a little while since I did the last one, but I've been kind of trying to space them out, and then I forgot about reading your comments. Then I remembered about reading your comments. So reading your comments is back! Woo! Today's first comment says, in my professional opinion, this means you're bonkers. Cheers. Do you know what, Smile? Something I knew already. And the next comment says, man, these videos always make me laugh. Keep up the good work, dude. Thank you very much. Do you know what? It really does make me happy to know that some of my content is funny, because I make like jokes all the time, and the amount of people who don't laugh, and when I say people, I mean family, who don't just go, oh, at my jokes. And so it makes me think that every time I make a joke, everyone else is just going to kind of go, oh, at them. But if I do genuinely make people laugh, that's really cool. Like, humor is a weird thing, I guess. Guess what I'm trying to say is I'm glad that I make you laugh. And the next comment says, Mike, take the heat back. I was trying to eat some Gouda, but it was melting in front of me because it's so hot. I added that little bit on at the end. I am assuming you're crying because I am crying in the heat as well. It's just been ridiculous the past kind of few months. This heat wave in like the northern hemisphere is ridiculous, and the amount of you guys that are telling me on streams of some of the awful things that are happening, like wildfires, and just, it's ridiculous. It's been so hot, and it's really just punched me. Like, it's been hard to make videos recently anyway, what with a lot of the stuff that's been going on. If you don't know what's going on, check out the vlogs that I did recently. But the heat has really compounded everything to the point where just some evenings I'm just exhausted. And okay, that's probably one of the kind of lesser things to come from this heat, and obviously wildfires and stuff is a lot more serious, but it just kind of really does say to me that this is really bad, and I'm really going to be glad to see the back of it. Let's just say, roll on winter. And the next comment says, I don't think you've ever talked about this, Mike. Do you listen to any music? Now, I think I have talked about this before, but occasionally I do get asked the same questions again, and sometimes it's just good to repeat myself. So yes, I do listen to music. I listen to kind of music while I'm doing housework and stuff. I like kind of rock music, so anything from like Blink 182, New Found Glory, that kind of like pop punk, that kind of old stuff that I really, really like. But obviously their new stuff as well. Kind of every single New Found Glory album that comes out, I will buy it. There is no question. But I like stuff like Alkaline Trio and stuff like the Foo Fighters. I'm trying to think more mainstreamy kind of stuff. I'm not really into like pop music or dance music or anything like that. I'm very much kind of pigeonholed my music taste into the rock kind of genre. So yeah, as Dawn would say, I'm very blinkered with my music taste, whereas Dawn's kind of very eclectic. She likes kind of everything. I'm very much a, this kind of thing when it comes to music. Is very much narrow visioned. And the next comment says, is it true that you have Ligma? Now, I've seen this about on the internet, and I'm probably too old to know what the hell this is, but I think it's a made-up disease by a Fortnite streamer. I think. I want to say I think. I'm probably completely wrong. But yeah, I have no idea what Ligma is, or what the symptoms of Ligma are. So if you guys could Google m.a.d for me and list me the symptoms of Ligma, I could tell you in the comments section whether I have Ligma or not, because I have no idea. Sometimes these things just kind of like pass right over my head, so I guess. And the next comment says, when can we see Bob Just Bob and Bob Ross collab? I'd be really proud of them if they become a pro PUBG team. Well, there's this weird thing, you see, where Bob Ross Jr. and Bob Just Bob have never been seen in the same room before, and there's been rumours circulating that they're actually the same person. Now, I can't confirm nor deny these rumours, but it'd be very difficult to get these two in a room together to play. I think they have some like weird beef that they had from days gone by, where one said something about the other's mother, or something about how his mother was a hamster and his father smelled of elderberries, or something along those lines. But yeah, yeah, unfortunately, I think trying to get these two to play together is just going to be very, very difficult. Not impossible, but just very difficult. And the next comment I've had to obscure for several reasons, and it says, I've always thought being in a reading your comments video would be embarrassing. Why would it be embarrassing? Me reading out your comment on my video. Hardly anyone's gonna see it, to be fair. But anyway, if I left a comment, would you give me a fake Twitter handle and a profile picture? Something like Special Agent Penelope Shabooboo. I'll leave it up to you, though. I don't know, Special Agent Penelope Shabooboo sounds really good. So, I have changed your name to Special Agent Penelope Shabooboo, and I've given you a special picture to match it. So, enjoy that, and enjoy the fact that I've read your comment, and anonymously, you could feel slightly less embarrassed about it. And the next comment says, Mikey boy. I don't know what this comment is at the moment. I've been watching since January 2017, and I've always appreciated how much you did for the channel. Past tense? Oh, my channel's dying! No, wait, hang on a minute. No, I think it means it does for the channel. Just like everybody else. As you said, yes, the channel is going through some shit right now, but I'm glad you're staying positive. It's so important for any influencer such as yourself. Wait, I'm an influencer? Wow, I don't really see myself as an influencer. Just some weird guy who sits in the corner of a room making videos. But anyway, I hope you have fun in Scotland. Scotland! Hey, we're going to Scotland. We're going to Edinburgh. And we're going to go drink Iron Brew. I love Iron Brew. I love Iron Brew. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Now it's time to play COD for 8 hours. That's what the summer holidays are for, right? Yes, the holidays are definitely for playing games 24/7 and not sleeping and then wondering where the hell the holidays all went. But no, I do appreciate your support. It's yeah, a bit of a rough time for the channel over the past kind of few months. What with the heat and what with all the other shit that's been going on. So yeah, but we'll keep going. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger and all that bollocks. And the next comment says, what do you use to edit? And I actually use a program called, well, it should be Sony Vegas Pro 14, but it's just called Vegas Pro 14. I think Sony sold it or something. It's owned by a company called Magix now, from Magic, like the Mr. Bean meme thing. But yes, it's Vegas Pro 14. I actually managed to get my copy of Vegas Pro 14 from the Humble bundle that was up recently. It was like a Humble editing bundle with a load of other shit that came with it, and it was ridiculously cheap. I mean, normally these Vegas bundles are ridiculously expensive, and I probably will in future maybe possibly learn the Adobe editing software, but do you know, it will take so much time for me to get back to where I am now with Vegas. The thing with Vegas is I actually learned to use like a really old version of Vegas when I was in college, so me picking up Vegas was actually quite easy to pick up. Now I'm still learning how to make fancy edits. It's something I never learned in college, and it's something I just kind of mess about with now and again. And getting on editing, I do not like to over edit my videos. I think over editing does take away from games, but that's just my own personal opinion. But yeah, so it's Vegas Pro 14 is what I use to edit. So if you're interested, I have no idea how much it is anymore. I got it for really cheap. It's probably not as cheap as what I got it for anymore. And the next comment says, what does core mean? I've never had it explained to me. Well, core is like when you're talking, it's the old bit of old British slang when you go, core blimey governor, as in, oh my goodness. So like, core blimey governor, it's the fuzz, would mean, oh my goodness, it's the police in normal English. So yeah, look it up. There's you just look up old English sayings, and you'll probably pick up a lot of stuff that I use. Like, well, not necessarily old English, but just English slang phrases like plonker, you bugger. I don't know, there's a really funny series I've been watching recently with like Greg Davis, Taylor Lautner, where Greg Davis is trying to teach Taylor Lautner funny English phrases and place names and stuff, and it's just absolutely hilarious. And you should watch it. I think it's on BBC 3 if you want to watch it, but it's just amazing watching a British person teach an American person the dodgy old British slang. It's just so good. But yeah, so I use a lot of it, unfortunately, so those of you who don't come from the UK probably won't understand half what I'm saying, but at the same time it's also good because it means that when you do hear another weird British person talking, I'll be able to understand what they're saying because I'll have taught you. And the next comment says, hey Mike, does Dawn have her own channel or Twitch? Would like to follow her as well. Now I get asked this a lot, and Dawn does have her own YouTube channel. Dawn uploads singing videos to her channel because that's her kind of thing that she does. The gaming videos she does is kind of a side thing on this channel with me. So yeah, the singing is really more her thing. So if you want to follow her or subscribe to her on her YouTube channel, there is a link in the description below, so feel free to check that out and give her support over there. That'd be fantastic. She doesn't post that often because she's now started to work a lot at the moment, so, and she's a busy bee. The thing with Dawn is she likes to do lots of different things at once, so the singing, she'll post a video every so often. So, well, at least if you subscribe to her on there, you may get a notification when she posts a video, or not, depending on YouTube's mood. So, but anyway, link in the description. And the next comment says, darkest before the dawn. No matter what, it's not over until you win. I can, I will, I must. You got this. I just thought this was an awesome phrase, and this is something that I do personally. Maybe not this phrase in particular, but I do kind of subscribe to the whole notion of, never give up, keep going. It's always darkest before the dawn, and I like that kind of stuff. And I do like that kind of, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and you've got to work your way up the mountain. All those kind of phrases. I like that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is my personal kind of mental philosophy anyway. And if I'm down, I'm certainly never out. I'm normally down, but I'll be back again. So that we all have periods like that. And, having mantras and mottos to fall back on are always a good thing, I think. And the next comment says, I know you hear this all the time, but this video helped me relax. I was dealing with a lot of stress from helping my boyfriend look for employment. We spent most of the 2 weeks stressed out about it because it couldn't move until he finds decent pay. He's a great mate, and I pray he stays focused and moves forward so we can advance in our relationship long distance cheek to cheek. Oh. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll always support you with views, donations, prayers, and love. Thank you for the support. You have been here near enough since day one, so your support really does mean the world, and I really hope that your situation does work itself out. Just have a little faith, and fingers crossed for you. And the last comment for today says, love your raft videos, can't wait for more. Now I thought I'd put this at the end because you've probably noticed, those of you who enjoy the raft videos, that they have dried up a little bit, and I went full balls deep into raft, and it's just kind of, the updates have slowed now. I will still cover raft. I will check it out when there's new updates. If there's anything significant, I'll go back into it. The last update that came out wasn't particularly significant. It was just some new tiles and that kind of stuff, so I kind of streamed it. So if there's minor updates, I'll probably stream it, and if there's more major updates new enemies that they're going to be adding in, there are screenshots and stuff. If you follow them on Twitter, they're constantly posting all the new stuff they're adding, and it is early access, so we'll follow it through the early access process. It just means that the videos will slow down now to, rather than a video every maybe 1 to 2 a week, will be maybe 1 a month. And I know that probably sucks for a lot of you, but I can't force myself to play a game that has no more content in it. I've got to the end of what is raft at the moment, and you can't progress beyond that, apart from building a bigger raft or making your raft look like a giant penis or something, which has never really been my style. So hopefully you guys will stick around if you do enjoy the raft stuff, and it will be back eventually. Just keep an eye out, and hopefully YouTube will send you notifications for it. But anyway, that does it for this reading your comments. If you have any comments, do submit to the next reading your comments, which God knows when that's going to be. It'll probably be sometime in the next year, probably. Sometime. I will do them. I will keep doing them. I do like the series. I just tend to forget about it. Whoops. But no, as I said, if you have any comments to leave, leave them in the usual places, comment section, etc, etc, etc. And thank you everybody so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave it a like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe for new daily videos. And I'll see you again soon.